Hi, good morning and welcome to my Flosstube. My name's Natalie and this is So Stitch So Nat. It's Flosstube 55 and it's the 31st of January 2025. Yeah, this is about the 10th attempt to get started, so yeah, hopefully I'll just get back into the flow of it. My last proper Flosstube was the 20th of December, so it's been well over a month. But you have had a finish parade, plans video and a whip parade in between. This channel is mainly, well, predominantly about cross stitch. Sometimes you might find the odd other things in here. I haven't got any counted canvas this time. But I can show you the finish I did after the Jingle Ball. I did start another one and then realised I'd gone wrong, so I kind of stopped on that and went to order some supplies between Christmas and New Year and didn't check out, so I didn't end up getting it. But my birthday's just around the corner, so I'm going to get some bits then, but no patterns because I'm trying not to buy patterns this year. I might have one day per quarter where I allow myself to get something, but apart from that, no pattern buying. I'm trying to remember if I downloaded a freebie. Yes, I did download some freebies. I'll need to remember that for haul. In fact, I've got my notebook here while I'm looking off to the side. I haven't got my normal like month to view calendar. I actually ended up buying a A4 bullet journal, and I'm really enjoying it, actually, really enjoying it, and I've got all the bits that I want in there. Doesn't quite give me the same sort of stats as my spreadsheet, but I'm kind of sort of like predominantly working from my journal, so really happy with that. Make a note of that. Yeah, when I thought, oh, I've not got that much to show, and I started putting it all together. I'm like, this could be a long one. So grab a drink, maybe some snacks and your stitching. As we've got December that I haven't shown you and all of January, and I've been busy. So we've got 4 finishes, no FFOs. 8 starts. I'm currently at 49 whips, and lots of progress on my whips as well. So as per my plans video, I've got a few key projects. I'll show them when I get to whips first, but let's start with the finishes. So my first finish was on sampler book. I can't remember if I'd shown you Z or Z or not finished. This is on a 32 count Belfast Snow linen, 32 count, yeah, I think I just said that. My own DMC conversion. So this is all the pages finished now. And I have also now finished the cover. I decided to omit the speciality stitch on the front cover. I think you'd already seen the back cover anyway. And that is what that looks like. So it's almost ready for FFOing. I need to take a little bit off this side because it's too wide. And I need to interface it and put the ribbon, no, the pearl cotton for the, oh, it's like a hard hanger stitch, like you poke a hole in it, so the ribbon can go through it for the pages. So I need to do that, and that will be done at some point. finished before New Year, so it was definitely a 2024 finish. So I'm really happy with that. And I think that project taught me a lot in terms of cutting things up, like bigger projects, into bite-sized pieces. Works a lot better than just trying to go full pellet at it. So I've done a bit of that this year, although some of the goals were a bit hefty per month. Next finish was, sorry, basket's over here, was the Star Wars. By Summertime Stitching on Etsy. This was meant to get FFO before Christmas, but still hasn't. I need a frame for it. Looks like that. I was a bit dubious about stitching black on black in the middle of Star Wars, but it actually works quite well. And then some of the white dots aren't quite necessarily where they're meant to be. But hey ho, everything else is. To keep myself organised, it'll turn to chaos, which it really was before the video. Stitch for Pride, which was the one I spent going, where have I put that? I know I've got that, where is that? Technically this is a 2025 finish. I finished it early January. I hadn't quite finished the love section in the middle, as you would have seen. Well, on my whip parade it was finished, but I did share a photo of where it was when I wasn't finished. I stitched this all with country garden thread, country cottage, you know, the Australian brand. Cottage garden threads, that's what I'm looking for, right. Now I've sorted that one out. And that's where I'm at with that. So that is a finish. I have not started the 2025 SAL, but I did purchase it, so I've got it sat waiting. I couldn't decide what fabric to stitch on it, so this year we are going this way on, and it's more historical figures, and I can't remember who the first one was, but the second part's due to hit my inbox tomorrow, so I need to make some decisions as to whether I'm going to do it on a dark fabric with variegated threads or choose something else. And I did have a fabric in mind, which I've not brought with me. So yeah, I need to look at that rapidly really. I was going to do all the like DMC, either variations, colorist, or you know, the blends that are in the main part, and I can't remember, the numbers are gone. I think it's like 30 onwards, something like that, but up to maybe 100, at that range there. I've got to stop saying I've wrote one down as a whip, but technically it's a new start, so I'm going to go past that one. So 5 of my new starts were in December, and I have worked on some of those in January. So let's do January whips, and then I've got one project that was technically new start in December, which I've worked on as a whip in January. I'll leave that in new starts. So on my plans video, I plan to get koi carp or the Aquarium. It's actually called, I keep calling it Koi Carp, but it's called the Aquarium by Luca-S. It's full coverage, 16 count cream, easy count Ada. There's a little bit of back stitch and just regular cross stitches. I think I said it was full coverage. That looks like that. So the goal on this is to do 3,800 stitches per month. If you don't like hanging threads, I'm sorry, and it hasn't seen a 9 either, so turn away now. It's a recurring theme. You notice I am doing parking on this, so, and I have got Christmas needle mind on it for some random reason. So yeah, last time you saw this it had 48 stitches up in that corner there. I've since gone all the way to the side, and I'm technically now on my 3rd and 4th row, so I'm doing Royal Rose method, but not always parking where I should. Sometimes I go off to the side, sometimes I go down to the bottom, trying to avoid the, any lines that might come through. I'm absolutely loving this. I picked this up and couldn't put it down. So yeah, it's been a joy. So it went from 0.18% to roughly 14.6%. Because it's a paper pattern, I'm only counting the full boxes, so where I've got bits that have strayed off down here, they're not counted in that 14.6%. So technically I'm a little bit more ahead than that. But yes, I've got the back stitching to go as well. Stitched all the kit supplies. Really like the needle actually that they've supplied. I'd definitely go with another Luca-S kit. So I've been quite impressed with this, and Lolly is the other one. I've got the penguin. Just shot a pencil on the floor. So you'll see that again next month. Darth Vader, who's been hanging around way too long. I'm not actually sure when I started him. I got a note easy. Darth Vader, it's my 2nd oldest work. 1st of January 2021. The only one that's older than that is Victorian Charm. So yeah, he's been hanging around a long time. This was a kit off eBay, I don't know if it's still available, by Cross Stitch Kingdom. I do know it's available because I looked for it on my Whip Parade, so it is. It comes with a 16 count, I want to say black Ada, but it's not quite black. I have scanned in the chart, it's quite small. And then I just do it on my iPad to blow it up in good notes and mark it off that way. So this is another project where I'm only sort of counting the full block. So when I say the percentage, it's how many blocks that have been stitched out of the possible ones to be stitched. You'll see it's quite a bit extra on there. But, he's on a 25 count black Lugano, so I swapped it out because the son wanted, the youngest son wanted a cushion. Yeah, so tons of hanging threads here, but yeah. I'm stitching this in my Lowry stand with my new floor light, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I sometimes sit over there, it's just out of view. I sometimes sit over there without the Lowry stand just so I can use the light, and it's not bothering anybody as well. I'm not complaining that I'm flashing the light in their eyes because I've got my little clip-on light and it's way easier. And that's a, I'll try and talk about that in haul, but yeah, in love. Q snaps are still, it's alright when it's in the floor stand. I'm not so keen on holding it. So this size is probably the right size. But I've got one smaller and one bigger. So I've got two this size, I think. So yeah. So I'm just waiting to see how I get on with that again. What do I want to say about him? He already had 10 boxes stitched. He's now got 36 blocks. So I've gone from 3.4% up to 12.3. So the aim is to get this done by end of November, ready for Christmas. A lot of gift stitching this year. And I've realised I've got quite a lot. I've either got big or extremely big projects, or in my book anyway. It's all relative, isn't it, as to what you find big. Next is another gift, which is Binky and Death by Lyndisfarne, which is a Terry Pratchett reference. I bought this as chart only from eBay. It is still available. The chart's big and clear, it's in black and white. And I've put that as a PDF in GoodNotes again. My cardigan's going for a walk. Yeah, hanging threads again. So just move that slightly. I'm doing this on a 32 count even weave fabric flare in Summer Cloud Sky, or Cloud Summer Sky, which I think I purchased from Lakeside, Needlecrafts here in the UK. So yeah, I've just been concentrating on filling in some of the blocks. Obviously I've already done all this bit because I'd worked down from the middle, so doing, like I say, doing the full blocks again. This was at 20 blocks, it's now at 31 blocks, so I've gone from 14% up to 22%. This is targeted for a November finish as well. There's quite a lot of blocks where there's not much stitching, and then obviously the ones in the middle are quite dense. So I'm trying to mix up which blocks I'm doing, just so I'm not left in November with like way more stitching than I need. And of course Carp I want to get finished by the end of July, so in theory I will have more stitching time after that, barring holiday in August, but there you go. Saying that, I did get a fair bit done in August last year. Not as much as normal. Next is what I call the Dog Project by Pinn. This is the one that not inherited, but was asked to stitch. This is the one I restarted in the end. I've taken off the hoop. So the kit comes with 14 count Ada. I've kept it on 14 count Ada, but I just couldn't pick up. I was struggling to get going on it essentially, and I couldn't pick up where the mistakes had happened. So I'm hoping I've got enough thread to get me through. Originally this was more done at the bottom. I've gone from centre and up to the top. So that's the top of his head there, and it goes off to the side. Kit threads, 14 count white Ada. It was at 6 blocks, I've now got it to 18 blocks. A lot of the blocks are like partially incomplete. There's some blocks over here that won't take much stitching. So I've gone from 5.3% to 15.8%, and this is to get done by November as well. Ready for Christmas. You notice I'm trying to get everything done for November. so I can actually bother to get it framed ready for Christmas. So yeah, there'll be a lot of FFO in December, and Christmas stitching. That's just what I'm looking forward to as well. It's on the floor. This is another one that's in GoodNotes. I managed to get it to scan in that I can actually read it. But rather than use the highlight, I'm just using a solid colour because it's a colour chart. Yeah, you couldn't highlight it. It just didn't show. So they're my 4 need to get it done by Christmas projects. Next up is my Whip Go, which works by ABC. I've got the designer board. Sorry, I haven't done the zip on this. This is the only one I've got on the go by Arlene Cullen. So it's a designer behind this. I have got the sequel as well, but I want to finish this before I start the sequel. I'm stitching mine on a 40 count white Vidal, 1/2. It's going to be quite dainty compared with the sequel. I don't know how many blocks I'd already done. So when I picked it up to do 5 hours, I knew I was doing this block. Started stitching merrily and then realised that it was too close to this one. So I've had to pull out this one and this one, and then I've gone all the way down to the... I absolutely love this stitch. But it's one of these ones I have to do with either daylight. Oh no, my new lamp. And I like the Vidal as well. Slowly getting into the 40 count stitching. But yeah, I can't spend hours and hours on it. I've got to have a break between it. So at the minute, this hasn't got any more plans to get pulled out again. But I'm debating that. But February is a short month, so it might not happen in February. I'm just going to take the needle minder off this. And I've just moved the needle right to the edge so we don't get that problem. It's in a massive project bag because I've got a box with all the threads in it, all 324 of them. I haven't put any away, so but then the sequel uses the same threads as well, but I'll need more because I'll be doing it on a bigger cat fabric when I get to it, because I don't think I'm even at halfway yet. So where's halfway? Yeah, no, I am. I'm halfway across the top, but I'm not halfway as in... Yeah, I've got to get to the side to get halfway. I love the colours on that. Anyway, you'll see the top of my head again. The other one was Dimensions, and I've got 3 on the go, 4 on the go. So I've got Victorian Charm, Aurora Cabin and Cherry Blossom, but I picked up Coffee Shop, which was a style that started almost this time last year, which is this one, which is a petite gold collection. Sorry about the glare. And I spent the 5 hours essentially stitching Ready Pink in the door. I don't think I picked up any other colours, so that's where that's at. It's on an 18 count Ada, 2/1, but yeah, I'm finding it a little bit hard going. I might try and scan the charting and do it off GoodNotes. Sounds like a plan, because I'm really getting into that. So yeah, if I'm watching YouTube, I'll either have my tablet or my iPad with the YouTube on, and then I'll have either GoodNotes or Pattern Keeper on the other one. Works really well. Right, my focus for January was Quacker, and I think I've buried it in the basket. So that's all fallen over. Two Pratchetts in here actually. So Quacker is by Macau, by Star Parade Designs. It's available on Etsy. I didn't join the SAL when it started, and I only had 2 stitches in this when I picked it up. Oops. And this is where we're at. So I've done all the way around with my markings. So in theory I could actually cut some of this fabric off now. Well, some at the bottom at least anyway. So almost a full 50 by 70 centimetre piece of fabric. 19 inches by 21, I can't remember. And I'm stitching this with DMC Blanc on a 32 count Murano in, what is it in? Azure Blue? Yeah, Azure Blue by Zweigart. So yeah, so I had 2 stitches in. I've now got 836 stitches and I'm now at 5.3%. So happy with the work I've put in on that for the, I think I might have done more than 5 hours to be fair. But I got going on it and couldn't put it down. Other bits that I picked up were Netflix and Stitch SAL. So this is my swim stitch on a Sunday. So it gets half an hour every week. That's just the cover. So this was a SAL. Sorry, zip again. I want to say back in 2021. By Fanstitchic. Sorry. I don't know if this is still available. It was on Etsy. And you get 2 patterns a month. And you can pick which one you want to do. The boxes are slightly different sizes. But I want stitch. I've chosen to design 3 of my own, but at the minute I'm in a quite heavy block pattern. So I have done some more of yellow in, I say yellow, in the Orange Is the New Black, and I've actually done Jenny and Georgia here, which as you can tell is not much stitching. Unlike some of the full coverage blocks that are in here. And I still haven't finished the Eiffel Tower. I'm stitching this on a, I think it's an 18 count, which I think is why it's making that so difficult, because I've already done 2/2 and then trying to back stitch over it with quite dense back stitching. So that's where that's at. It's got this like in a little, well, it's a pencil case actually from W.H. Smith, but it literally, I've got everything in there that I would need. I can just pick that up and go, and then I just keep the extra bits in here. I also picked up With Thy Hands, tipping the basket to get to the other side. Which is Teresa Kogut, and I started this as part of the Fun for 50 SAL. That's an inside page of it. Stitch SAL had already stitched this, but Sally from Sally from Flossysewsandgrows wanted to start with this as part of her 50th SAL, and I loved the look of it, so I was like, yep, I'm going to join you. And I also decided to do it on a 40 count Punch of Inches mocha linen, sorry, hanging threads. And I just got some more of the penny bordering. I think I did 3 maybe. I only spent about an hour on it. It's just calling to me. And I think I was doing it while I was watching Sally as well. Sorry, Flossysewsandgrows. This is with all the DMC. I think, Sally, you're ahead of me, definitely. I feel like I've just lost a needle off that, but I'm not sure. I also, this morning when I got rudely awakened, I just had my kids off sick. He's upstairs at the minute though, so I'm hoping to get this all done. Was Americana Blue, which is also from for 50 SAL, and it was Sally's birthday start. I'm stitching mine with Veldani Primitive Blue, 6 strands cotton. It's actually on the back of a 40 count Punch of Inches mocha, and today I stitched 2 buttons. And Self and Sally have been talking about this board. I thought I had more done. I pulled it out and went, that board goes all the way down the side, and I've already had to frog it about 3 times, so it might get cold. And I'll let Sally update you on her progress, but yeah, she had got a lot more done than me. And this piece of fabric is huge. It doesn't look big, but it is huge. On 30, so it's 247 by 246 stitch count. And I had to scan it, no, I had to copy it and blow it up so I could see the pattern as well. I'm loving the monochromatic at the minute. I feel like I could put them in 2 separate bags because they're getting a bit mingled, but okay, so technically we're on to new starts, although in my mind one of them isn't, because I showed it in the Whip Parade and then I've worked on it in January. This is not one, however, which was the first thing How am I showing you starts from the 8th of December if I've recorded on the 20th of December? Should I just show it anyway? So I started this at the Jingle Ball, and I haven't picked it up, which is the Gingerbread Needle Book by Stacey Nash, which is the class I took, and it won't, she's not planning on releasing it, I think she said. I've got all the finishing supplies, and I have done that. Can you even see that in Ecru on 32 count country vintage mocha even weave, or Murano I should say. Yeah, blazing. Yeah, that was just my year last year. I just went 50 start crazy, and then towards the end of the year I started flagging. I'm like, I'm just going to get to the 50 and then I'm going to stop. And then started 3 things in January. Yeah, bonkers. Blackbird was also started the same day, which was Somi Sarah's birthday start for the fun to 50. Actually, technically it's not. Strawberry Fields Forever was, and I asked if I could do this one instead because I've already done Strawberry Fields. So this is my stitch in on Sarah. I'm stitching this on a 20, I think it's a 28 count mushroom Lugana. Definitely mushroom Lugana. With Classic Colourworks Blackbird. So there's a couple of stitchy sessions on it. Next was Cozy Cabin, which I started on the 12th of December. It's had a lot more work this year than it did get last year. Did I write the stats down? Yes, I did write the stats down, so I can tell you where I was at. So I'm doing, no, it is all in DMC anyway. Full 4 DMC on a 32 count slate grey Murano. I chose a PDF option from Lauren's Flossabilities Etsy shop. It's Pattern Keeper compatible. Yes, and I have a huge piece of fabric which I can now trim. So that is the bottom on that side, so we don't even get halfway through the fabric. I think last time you saw it I was just over here, and then I've stitched in the moon. I started on the log cabin, I've come all the way across this side and down. So last time you saw it, it was at 2.5% for 220 stitches, and it's now at 6.5% for 581 stitches. I think there's something like 15,000, I can't remember off the top of my head. Not sure how well you can see that in the middle for the log cabin. So my thought process was, I've done most of the border. I was like, I feel like if I keep going I could stray off, so I decided to start coming down the middle, and then I'll go out to the sides just so I can make sure these this bit's in the right place, and when I start coming down that it's in the right place. Not sure how long it's had spent on it, but certainly this last week I've not been able to sort of put it down, and it does need the edges zigzagged because it's fraying quite a bit. Yeah, which is something that happened on the Quacker as well. It wasn't very evenly cut, the fabric. I've still got plenty of margin. I've just got less margin than I originally planned. But yeah, I'm a lot more conscious of making sure the edge straight. There's a Cross Stitch the Globe tutorial. I'll see if I can find the episode and I'll put it down below. And then my Christmas Eve start was Mill Hill Cozy Cabin, part of their winter holiday collection. So it's in with another project at the minute, so I'm going to get moved. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of work on that. No beads yet. It's on a 14 count navy perforated Ada. Perforated paper. Which beads have I got in here? I think they're the beads off the other project. And that's off that. Needles that I thought I'd lost, so I ordered some more, but anyway. Right. I've got a funny feeling I might have nicked the needle out of the Mill Hill kit, but anyway. No, I don't think I even took a copy of the Mill Hill kit. I just decided I wanted to do it and that was it. And then the following day I started, once I got my Christmas presents, Twisted Christmas Sampler. This is the speciality edition that came out last year. There is now a cross stitch, full cross stitch one only. Yeah, and I think on my whip parade I was saying I hadn't gone for the Christmas thread that you can get. I've done the satin stitches in the band with single strands, and that's what that looks like. It's got some beads on already, and it's on, what is it on? Taupe 28 count Brittany even weave, and then I'd ordered an LB's frame to stick it on. Yes, there's some beads in the leaves at the minute, so I need to make a decision about what to do with that one. Twinkle twinkle. And then my New Year's Day start, my Candle Fox home case. Sorry, is it? So this is country, no, car. Pardon me. Cottage Garden Samplings SAL from 2023 to 24, so mainly last year. This is the order that the charts were released in, not including the bonus one. I've decided not to start with Santa's house. I've started with the castle. So that's technically number 2. Oops. Which looks like that. And it's got 2 speciality thread, over-dyed threads in it, and the rest are DMC. But I've only got a little bit of DMC in there at the minute, and it's on a 40 count Newcastle linen. Oh god, can you see that? Did you say I've only got a tiny bit in there at the minute? Definitely a daylight stitch again. So yeah, I'm just upping the swishy bit at the top. Nowhere near the castle. I can definitely appreciate what people say, you're trying to get one of them done in a month. Ain't happening. Not unless you're monogamous stitcher. So I've got all the threads for that here. I've got all the speciality stitches, speciality threads for the charts, but I haven't pulled all the DMC for all the charts. But I did order a couple of extra skeins of, I think it was 38.65 and 37.99, which there's quite, you can more or less guarantee it's in each pattern. So yeah, this is like a bed sheet, this thing, and you can see I've already trimmed the edges. Well, frayed the edges so I know it's level. I need to actually edge the edges. But yeah, it's a bed sheet, and I still haven't decided if I might swap to doing them as individual pieces. So I've still got that option as well. If I pick this project up again, I'm just going to work on Castle. I'm not going to move to the next one, because knowing my counting ability, that's going to go horribly wrong. So yeah, even though I'm an accountant. Anyway, Squirtle was the next one, which is the last of the gift stitching potentially for this year. Well, definitely the last of the Christmas stitching anyway. This is the third in the series from Embroidery for Kids Art. So it's basically the start of the Pokemon song. Sorry, someone running down the street. DPD man with a box. I don't think it's not available on Etsy anymore. But yeah, Pattern Keeper compatible, so I've put it in there. It's only got 3 threads. It's on a 18 count black Ada. Sorry, I just had to eat some stuff off the memory card, so I'm not quite sure where I was up to. I was showing you Embroidery for Kids Art Bow Puzzle. I had it upside down. And I'm still trying to show it upside down. It's on 18 count black Ada, 2 strands over 1, and that's where I'm up to. But it's I need to hurry up, isn't it? The husband is home. Not to completely abandon the poor child upstairs. One stitch at a time was my last start, which is the Stitch Across the Pond SAL, and it's by Darth. I've got a picture. On the cover photo picture is. I'll show you the assignment picture. So I've done that top section. I have no idea where that cover picture's gone. I do want to fog something in this because now I've seen it I can't unsee it, but there's a mistake in the, well, at least a PDF pattern anyway. This is on Swanbay fabric, 36 count linen Rosings Parlour, 1 strand over 2. I've just, so far I've used the DMC for it. I haven't changed any colours yet. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So part 1's done. Technically meant to start the next part on the 10th of February because I started on the 10th of January. But some have already finished it. Now I'm thinking, where is my needle? Maybe I took it off. Yes, off. So yeah, looking. So that's a 10-part Stitch SAL. Part 5 is the massive house. So yeah, I think they're easing us in gently, or is Sarah? So it's hosted by Somi Sarah on Stitch Across the Pond. Right, I'm just going to insert this in. So it's my counted canvas stuff I've got to show. So it's a countdown to Christmas class by Hands On Design at the Jingle Ball 2024. This is the one I finished. I haven't FFO'd it yet. I did rewatch the video before it went down. It's no longer available for access anymore. So I've got, and I've also got written notes, so I know vaguely what I'm doing. And the postman's coming to the door, and it's really embarrassing to be sat here doing this. Yeah, so I went to do the second ornament, going away with it, and then realised that there was a mistake in the chart. So that all needs to come out. I can't stitch next one because I don't have the threads. I think I also need some white pearl cotton as well. I did get another frame at Christmas. It wasn't one of these types, and it's kind of not joined very well. So I'm going to try and take a mallet to it, see if we can get it to fit together, because at the minute you can't use it, and if not, I will not be recommending it. And I will go and pick something else, which is a bit more akin to this, which went together really easily. But like I say, this was a frame I bought years ago, and I don't think the company exists anymore. So yeah, so that might be a purchase. So I'll do plans, and then I have got some haul, mainly gifts, and all December, apart from the freebies that I downloaded, which were January. And like I say, I'm not buying patterns at the minute. It doesn't stop me from starting things. Or ordering threads or fabric. So Koi Carp, Squirtle, Darth Vader, Binky and Death, and the Dog Project. They're the key 5 projects I'm working on. Whip Go was Northern Needlework Expressions, and I chose the Twisted Band sampler of the Christmas one. And the other call was for Modern Folk Embroidery. I decided to do Ruskin's Penguins. I think I've also got Song of the Nightingale, but I think Ruskin Penguins is a lot less stitching, and a lot further progress on it. I'd like to get it finished as well. Not that I don't want to get the other one finished, but I just know the other one's barely started. And if you don't know what Whip Go is, check out Jessie Marie Does Stuff's channel. And she's got lots of information, but basically your board, your rules. Next, so my focus piece for the month is Evening in the Park by Chatelaine. It's my birthday month and it was my birthday start. Not last year, the year before, so I want to get a bit more work done on it. Introverted from last year is, yeah, it's on the naughty step, let's face it. It needs restarting. And my birthday start for this year is RETM, I think it's called Turtle. Big blue turtle, like a turquoise, dark turquoisey blue. Well, some people say that's green, but anyway. So you'll see that next time. Which reminds me, I haven't prepped anything for it. I just literally shoved all everything in a bag and just, yeah, I just need to look at that today, I think. Carry on with the One Stitch at a Time SAL. And then anything else that I fancy touching or pulling up. At the minute I haven't got plans to touch everything, although that's normally a goal for me to at least touch everything each year. So yeah, I need to figure out a plan for that. I'm debating whether to do March Madness or not. As you may have noticed, I'm not really posting to Instagram. I think the last one I did was in December. I know the hashtags aren't work well, you can't follow them. So I'm not sure what I'm doing there. Have to wait and see. I might just not do March Madness this year, given the 5 key projects that I want to get done this year. So that's it for plans. In terms of life, yeah, life is lifing. Not much to report there. And I never actually said Happy New Year in my Whip Parade or any of the other parade, that finished parade or plans video. So Happy New Year, even though it's the 31st of January. That is, yeah, my scatty brain. That's how it goes at the minute. I keep doing daft things, saying daft things and putting things in daft places and then can't find them. Which is why lists are good. So yeah, so I'm thinking about doing monthly videos. So I'm planning to record on the 28th of February next month. And then take it from there. If you want to stick around for haul, you're welcome. If not, thank you and happy stitching. If you're new and like what you see, like and subscribe. Hello if you're watching my back catalogue. I know there's someone currently watching my back catalogue. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think I'd want to watch myself back, but I'm also quite interested to see, like, oh, I finished that, or I finished that. And yeah, that would be interesting from that point of view. But yeah, it's always weird watching yourself back, even when you're editing. So yeah, haul. So I've got a little bit of haul. Like I say, this is mainly before Christmas. I went onto the Pole Stitches website between Christmas and New Year and looking for a fabric for the Nora carpet that I want to start at some point. And I picked up Blue Geisha by Joan Elliott. Like I say, this was on Pole Stitches on Etsy. I also picked up 2 fabrics that I was thinking about for the Nora carpet, which is Lightning Strike, and this is a 28 count Brittany. And I haven't checked if these things fit, so but I love the colour, best it is. And Atlantic. That's coming up a lot more mottled on the camera and slightly lighter. I'd say this one's more. It's doing the same with that one as well. So yeah, I've got those, and I can't remember which Nora Corby it was. It was in my last video. Possibly starting that in Nora November, which is one of the 12 starts that I've got planned for the year. I picked up this from Hobby Lobby, which is a jewellery making set. See, random insert. I got some Stitch Kindness from Sew Me Sarah. She sent me a nice little note and some of her beautiful floss drops, which I was going to put in with one stitch at a time. So I need to put that with those. Oops, sorry. Christmas present wise, I got some, so the fabric for Twisted Christmas sampler. I got some needles for finishing off the Countdown to Christmas counted canvas, which are 28 count chenille needles, they're sharp at the end. I got 32 count Murano Balsalt with light splash. £40 count Newcastle linen in plein air, which is coming up more, it looks more grey today, but it's a bit more like a subtle blue, I don't know. And I got the book that Sew Me Sarah did a flip through from last year, which is Everyday Folk. And so I had an advent calendar as well, which I didn't end up posting to Instagram, which was from KLT Charting. I'll leave the chocolate in the bag. So I opted for the mixed bag but even weave. So I've got a Wayne and Manger 25 count even weave, Good King Wenceslas 32 count sparkly even weave, and Little Donkey 28 count even weave. So the fabrics, you also got the DMC numbers, the DMC needle threader, some 26 count DMC needles, Christmas tree, sorry I'm whizzing through these, little orc catcher bag, which I need some more of really, pair of scissors, needle minder, mascara wand for brushing away your when you've frogged and you've got like residue left. They work really well. Little highlighter, and a measuring tape, and then for the threads we got sorry. Crinkle. Oops. A DMC Colorus 4519, which is like a red, brown and green. Another DMC, which is the E980, which is like the neon. It's as bright as it's showing. And then 4 hand eyes, which were Little Donkey again, Good King Wenceslas, Away in a Manger, and Silent Night. And they're all 8 metres. They're definitely cotton, I think. Oh, and one more. A DMC Etoile, C900. We also got some charts into our inbox. So the needle minder came with this image on, which is Nutcracker Ollie Owl, Simba, which almost looks like it's a QR code, but it's not. Kaleidoscope Gingerbread, and I also need, to claim it by today, my free chart. Whoops. Better get onto that. I think I know which one I'm picking. I can't remember what it is. I need to find the notepad I wrote it down on. Otherwise that could be a whole world of pain. You start looking at things and then you want to buy things. So I got there's a couple of bits off camera, which is great. So the Daylight Saving Company Electra, so it's a floor stand, and you can twist the light so it's not shining in other people's eyes, it's just straight down on you. A little, sorry, I went across the room, little Millwood scissor stand. Oh, sorry, I'm sat on something. The Art Dot container with the tic-tacky boxes rather than the twist round tops. That I'd wanted, that I'd got the stickers from, I'll put the name below. It's gone, so I've got the stickers for that. Haven't done anything with it yet. Haven't done anything with my classic colourworks yet either. And then I also, who was I watching? I can't remember who I was watching. And they were saying the lady from Brooks Books had passed away, and her husband can't get access to the Etsy shop. I think because she hadn't named him, basically. But her website's still running. It's got a lot of freebies on. And if you're interested in any of the designs, so she did like the seasonal houses, the 24 animal ornaments. There's a few I've downloaded. I've got them to hand. There's Stitch's alphabet that I've also downloaded. And it looks like that. What else? There's some birthday cake ones I downloaded and some Minions. What's the season? Oh, the pantry season. I can't show that because it's got the chart on the same page. Yeah, I did do the seasonal cupcakes. That's that one. So yeah, so I don't know how long that'll stay up for. I think it comes across as not secure now, so potentially it might not still be live. But if it is and you like something on there, I'd probably recommend you download it now, because it might disappear quite quickly. And yeah. So like I say, I am planning to be back on the 28th of February, although you'll probably see it that day or a couple of days later, with all my progress. Might buy some, at least threads and a piece of fabric, so I can get some discount off the threads. But anyway, and my birthday haul, which I don't think will be too much. And then, yeah, my new start on Turtle. Might start Stitch for Pride 2025, I'm not sure. I just don't want to start anymore. So when I start Turtle, I'll be sat at 50 whips, which is kind of like my limit normally. And I've got a couple of pieces that are relatively close to a finish, and then lots that aren't. So I'm just trying to make progress on a lot of things at the minute. I need to go and claim that voucher as well, so I'll have another chart from KLT Charting. Hopefully. Alright, now bye for now. Happy stitching.